Hi folks, what a wonderful weekend we've just had with Studio 397 releasing Spa for Rfactor 2. And in my last couple of videos, if you've seen them, we've had a look at how it performs graphically. And we also had that wonderful day when it got released where all the Studio 397 public servers were open and full of people racing at Spa. As promised, this time round, we're going to have a look at how the AI perform around the track. So before we do that, if you're enjoying these videos and you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, please hit the little red subscribe button underneath this video and it'll keep you up to date, or give us a comment, tell us what you think of the videos. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into Rfactor 2.
Okay folks, here we are in Rfactor 2 for our test of Studio 397's brand new Spa Frankenchaps. This is the AI test. We've already done a graphics test, as you will have seen from one of my other videos. Now, Spa comes in two different flavours. We have Spa Frankenchaps and Spa Frankenchaps Endurance. The difference being that the Endurance track has many more garage stops or garage positions in the pits, so you've got up to 80 cars available there. Normal version has 38. We're going to go with that because I don't think a lot of people are going to be racing with more than 38 AI. We're going to be using an Aston Martin GT3 and we're going to have that on track with a whole host of other GT3 cars. So the Aston Martins, the Audis, the Bentleys, McLarens, so forth, so forth. They're all in there. So I've got 40 cars chosen, but the track will auto limit that to 38. Damage is at 100, so hopefully I won't crash this car, because if I do, it'll be a really short video. AI strength is at 100. With these cars, I usually have them set at 106. But I'm not fully concentrating on my driving because I'm talking to you lovely people. So I've taken 6% off just to account for that. AI aggression is at a nice even of 50% there. And if you do just want to take stock of my settings, so if you need a point of reference, these are my graphics settings. You can pause the video there and have a look at those. And these are my res settings. I'm also running I'm running medium post-processing. Now, one very important thing before we get out onto the track. Now, this goes for wherever you race in Rfactor, whichever track. If you're going to go just for a race, just click race. Okay, if you haven't got time for practice and qualifying, don't click them, just click race. Because if you click practice and qualifying sessions, get into the track and then skip through those sessions, you'll get very, very bad AI behavior. So don't click those if you're just going for a race. You're going to get reasonable behavior if you just go for a race. And if you want really good racing, click practice and qualifying if you've got the time and let them get through those sessions. Don't just click through. You can speed them up by using time acceleration, but you don't just want to skip through, because that will give you bad racing. So here's a happy middle ground. We're going to go straight for race. Also, another very important point, if you don't know what a JSON file is and you've never looked through the program files of this game, this won't be relevant to you, because you'll be on an AI mistakes level of 0.0. But in my JSON file, I have mine set to 0.5. The value is between 0 and 1. I have them set at 0.5 because basically at 0, 0 they try not to make any mistakes. At 1 they'll make a lot more mistakes. Excuse me, sniffing. I've got a bit of a snuffle. It's alright, not got COVID. And yeah, so you will see my AI making the odd mistake just because I want AI that are a little bit more like me, because I make quite a lot of mistakes. So anyway, with that all over and done with and explained, let's load the track. Now, the track loading times in Rfactor are getting better and better. They still take a little while. So beside me rig, I always keep something happy to give myself something to do whilst I'm waiting for a track to load. So you can either skip through this part of the video and get to the track, or you can put up with me keeping myself amused by playing Radiohead on my guitar quite badly. Well, there you go. I told you I played it badly if you did stick around to listen to that. But,
okay, that's the end. Let's get out of here. Try and forget this
perfect timing. Because we're at the track. Not perfect timing in the way I played that, because I played it really badly. But perfect timing that it's just finished at the time that we've loaded the track. And you will have heard Jim speaking there, because we've got Crew Chief on. Now, if you don't know what Crew Chief is, you need to get it for Rfactor. It's a free app, which basically gives you your Crew Chief talking to you from the garages whilst you're going around the race. And the reason I'm including that in this recording is because he kind of tells you what the AI or other players, if you're on multiplayer, are getting up to around the track. So, seeing as this is an AI test, he'll let us know what's going on with them. Now, we're going to have a short 3-lap race, so I'm just going to bring my fuel down by a little bit. And also, because this track has got the very famous Eau Rouge, I'm going to up my wing a little bit, and I'm going to lower my anti-roll bar at the back, because Eau Rouge scares me, and I'm not very good at it. So, we've got 38 cars on track. Let's get out there, see what Jim's got to say. What are you saying, Jim?
The track temp is 20 Celsius. The air temp is 20 Celsius. Okay, Paul, get ready.
Thanks, mate. Okay, we're about to go green. Beautiful field of GT3s. Right, let's go shooting right up the inside on the way to La Source, just to try and put ourselves a few cars ahead in the pack.
Inside.
And also make it difficult for us and the AI to get round this corner.
Hold your line.
And we're all very close, but we're through cleanly, not a scratch.
Clear left.
Let's tuck in behind this Audi here. And we come up through Eau Rouge. Now I've got to remember that I'm right in a car's slipstream, so I am going to lose some aerodynamic grip. As we come up here, can I keep it? Can I keep it?
Sector 1 is
Oh,
yellow.
hard on the brakes. We've had enough.
Side. Still there. Clear
That was
left.
2
Good start.
cars out of the 38 that have had a mistake, slowed up some of them, but we've got past okay. Now I've done this test a few times, and sometimes there are no crashes at all going to Eau Rouge. Sometimes there's the odd 1 or 2, and it's every race is different.
Air temperature's now 15. The track temp is
With
now
Rfactor
15
2,
Celsius.
so nice to have a bit of variety. So that's just happened on this particular recording. So they were not always going to crash through there. And there's only 2 cars out of 38, which I think is pretty good going. To be honest, the less AI you race with, the better. Because the game can
Yellow flag.
handle it better, but it handles a lot of AI very well as well.
Green flag, sector 2.
Okay, green flag as we come down to double gauche. Because of that accident, we've got a big space in between the rest of the pack in front and the pack behind, but we do have a stray McLaren who's pushing very hard and is coming up on us very quickly. As we come down to campus and Stavelot.
Track temps are increasing. Air temp is now 17. The track temp is now 17 Celsius.
Using the curb on the outside there. Curbs and everything on this track feeling as you'd expect and absolutely great. It's been modelled so well. I've really been enjoying this track. Honestly, the day that it came out and Studio 397 had their public servers running, it felt like Christmas had come early. Getting online with up to 20 people. Slight touch from McLaren on the back end there.
Right
I did
clear.
slam on the brakes very hard in front of him and he was right behind me.
Right,
Just
Paul,
a very
just
slight
minor
tap.
aero
There's a
damage.
car
Stay
going
out. It's not that
into the
bad.
pits there.
2 to go. V23.
Braking as late as I dare at the source. Coming as close as I can to the wall. So far so good, folks. So this should be giving you by now some rough idea of what the AI are like. And yes, I lifted as we went through Rouge. I was scared, okay, I'm a coward. We've now got a great big Bentley having a look up behind me, and how late he's going to brake. That's as late as I dare leave it.
Right side.
A little bit too late.
On your right.
And I've lost 2 places to 2 Bentleys. Another Audi has taken us on the outside very cleanly. Great overtaking move from the AI there. Another McLaren hot on our heels as we come up to Brussels. Will he go for the inside? Let's shut the door.
You're right.
We did move across on him. We did get a slight touch, but we did move straight across on him. He went for a gap that was there. I just took it away. So I'm pleased with the racing so far.
Sector 2.
And I can tell you I've already had some great races with the AI around this track, you know, half-hour races. I would run a half-hour race, but I don't think you guys want to stick around for that long if you're just watching this on your mobile phone on a work break, or just wanted a quick check of what the AI are like. The AI in Rfactor, they have their problems, but I still think that if you weigh up the problems against the quality of AI in other racing simulations, they are still some of the best in the business. McLaren behind us having a little nose around there. I think he's going to try and make a move on us. As we come down from Blanchimont, can I keep it in the lines? Oh, just. He's going to go around the outside, isn't he? Yes, he is.
Still there.
He's giving us enough room to keep through because I had the nose, but now he's got it, so I've got to give way to him.
Clear left.
Like I said, if they get the nose on you, they will defend their position. 1 lap to go.
Got plenty of fuel. V28. 1 more to go.
And a whole host of McLarens in front and behind now. Now, got to concentrate for Eau Rouge. Oh! Didn't get Eau Rouge perfectly there because I was scared I was going to lose it. And I've done a few takes of this video already and lost it at that corner. So I didn't want to do another one because I'm running out of time to get this out to you guys. Hard on the brakes for LeCombs.
Car left. Clear left. Okay.
AI having a look
this guy distract you.
down my outside there. Thanks, Jim. I'll try not to let him distract me, but a great big McLaren in your mirrors is quite distracting, I'm afraid, mate. Okay. So there we are. This is the last lap. Totally forgot about 5th gear there. Made it through double gorge. Up the flanges. Are we catching the McLarens there, or is it just because they've slowed down for the corner? It'd be great for my ego if we do catch them, but don't think I'm going to.
Your rear tyres are cold.
I've been racing online with some folks from Chile Racing recently, and racing these fellas has shown me just how slow I am. So my ego's taken a battering recently. And let's defending from the AI, who was going to have a look down the inside there. And there we go, that's 3 laps completed of Spa Francorchamps. And I've got to say, I am very happy with that indeed. So, let's park up. Watch the last of these beautiful GT3 cars go around. So there you go, folks. I hope that gives you some idea. Like I say, if you want even better racing, let the AI run a practice and a qualifying session. Every single race I've had here has been brilliant, and all of them have been different. Like I said, sometimes on the first lap there'll be the odd car crash out at Rouge. Sometimes they won't be at all, or sometimes it'll happen further down the track or not at all. You can change your JSON file settings if you want to go that far to affect that. Best thing is to let them run quality and practice. Anyway, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please subscribe if you like what I'm doing here, and look forward to many more tracks like this in Rfactor 2. Cheers all.